his way down the aisle into the red corner, please welcome Nick Jaws. Whoa!
Mr. Jaws. I remember him.
Nick Walls making his way down to the cage. Quite a good last win over a very game opponent as he makes his way down to the cage for his pro debut. Christian Porter, our third commentator, in his corner for this one. But like I was saying, got a really good win over Brandon Liggett as his last amateur fight, and now he comes in here as a 155 pro, looking to get it done. What do you kind of see in his game, Brandon?
Well, what we were saying about Darnell in terms of like constant improvement is what I've seen from Nick. He was, I watched a lot of his older fights in preparation for this, and he was making a lot of sort of novice mistakes, and boy has he filled those holes. With the strength of schedule he's had in his last few amateur bouts, it really has prepared him for this moment, and he didn't always win all those fights. He was 1-2 in his last 3, but he has shown that he's filled a lot of holes.
Yeah, I think, despite the pro fights out of Darnell, I do think for right now this is a pretty even fight, considering the loss that Darnell did just take and kind of the pretty dominant last amateur fight that Nick had.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where this fight's dictated. I know that the guys at Wolverine MMA, where Nick trains out of, are very, very nasty on the ground. He seemed to start his career as more of a striker. He liked to switch stance. Still see that a little bit in his game, but I'm not sure if that's the best approach to victory against esteemed striker like Darnell Truett.
Yeah, Darnell, very underrated striking. You'll even see him throw the head kicks, the spinning kicks.
That's one last thing I'll say about, last thing I'll say about Nick is that he's fought in other states where head kicks were allowed, so I think he's going to adjust to this pro skill set a little easier.
Yeah, good point. Jake Dickman.
Tell her our friend Evan is working.
Is a professional bout in the cage thunder lightweight division, and it is brought to you by Midas Mouth Guards. Introducing first in the blue corner, he fights out of Akron, Ohio. He weighed in at 154.5 pounds. He represents Victory MMA and Common Ground Grappling Club. He has a professional record, 2 wins, 5 losses. Please welcome Darnell the Truett. His opponent in the red corner, he fights out of Richmond, Ohio. He weighed in at 135 pounds. He represents Wolverine style MMA. He's making his professional debut. Please welcome Nick Jaws. This bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds, and the action division referee is Mr.
Chad Truckovich, your referee. Nick Jaws, Walls in the red, Darnell Truett in the blue.
And I think real quickly, right before we get into this fight, since we are switching from amateur to pro, I think it's important to note that the rounds are now 5 minutes, and there are some more skills. Ooh, heavy leg kick from Darnell. There's a lot more different skills. You can throw head kicks.
There's the head kick.
Good right hand.
Well, we talked about that before the fight. Darnell very versatile with his striking.
Absolutely.
Nick Walls switched stance early.
Yeah, I saw that in some of his even older fights. Looked like he checked that kick.
Defending the head kicks too, which you'll see that guys struggle with that in their pro debuts. But like you said, he's adapted to those rules out of state already.
Good vision so far from Darnell. Both guys pretty defensively sound thus far. Good body shot.
I like that Darnell's kind of throwing everywhere. He's throwing at the legs, he's chopping at the body, he's kicking and threatening the head. Kind of keeping Nick on his feet.
Yeah. He's got him tensing up. He's reacting very heavy to everything that Darnell's throwing.
Yeah.
Oh, almost ducked into that head kick though.
See it go to the ground, perhaps?
Nah, it looks like he's going to frame off. Good short little uppercut.
Sneaky little uppercut there. Dirty boxing by Nick Walls. Nick seems to throw that too with a lot of intent. We'll see if that lands later on.
I'd like to see Darnell. He's seeing that leg kick, and he's countering with the right hand, but he's looping it. If he straightens up that right hand as the counter, he might be able to drop it. Surprised by the kick-heavy approach of both gentlemen.
Yeah.
Darnell's known for it. Did not think that they'd see it quite as much from Nick. Good low leg kick.
Even the kicks that Nick was throwing up kicks.
Yeah, a lot of front kicks. Ooh, another really nice calf kick from Nick Walls. You cannot take too many of those before it starts to affect the things that Darnell likes to do, which is cut angles, a lot of movement, and using those legs as weapons.
The vertical movement by both of these guys has been really huge this round.
Oh, stiff jab from both gentlemen. And once again, he's got that read. He's seeing things really well. I just wish he would straighten up that right hand.
Darnell feint the elbow and then threw the jab. That was a cool little combo.
About 3 minutes into this first pro fight. Very back and forth. Both guys having some success. This is a fun fight.
Yeah, very back and forth. Tough to say. I think Darnell has applied a little more pressure, so I'd give him the slight edge, but Nick throwing some hard shots.
Oh, yeah, he straightened up the right hand, but good step-in knee from Nick Walls.
Slipped that knee right through, yeah. It's almost like Nick, every now and then, might be holding back on a shot.
I like that Darnell went to the calf rather than the thigh with that leg kick. Takes a lot less of those to do some damage.
Threatening the takedown feints is Nick Walls.
He's giving him southpaw looks, which is back.
Slipped a jab through.
Got a really good jab.
Yeah, he does. Especially when he switches stance and leads with the left. He seems to land that jab.
Good uppercut.
And then he can load up on that cross like he was earlier as well.
Yeah. Well, like you said, Nick is the one that's starting to put the pressure on a little bit. He's walking Darnell down, and you can tell it's making Darnell a little uncomfortable.
Yeah. That being said, where the fight, where Darnell wants is right here on the feet.
Looked like that shot might have gone low, but they can carry on.
Good head movement by Truett.
Solid jab. Darnell. Oh. Looked like that elbow might have got through the guard. And a good right hand. I'd like to see a little more feints from Darnell. He's committing to everything that he's showing.
Nick wants to be careful he doesn't drop that left hand too far when he's loading up on those jabs. Those jabs are landing nice. Just wants to maybe try to protect his guard a little more on it.
Yeah, that might be why Darnell's looping that shot so he can try to get it over the shoulder. Oh! There it is! Big looping right hand. Great counter.
Yeah, Nick was he's dropping that left hand and Darnell saw it. Very good first round.
Very competitive. I think that Darnell had a little bit more of the powerful blows. But both men definitely had their moments. Nick seems very comfortable in the pro setting with the crowd and doesn't seem too fatigued. That was one of the things that I noticed in his earlier fights, that he'd start to breathing with his mouth open pretty quick. So he seems very composed.
His cardio looks a lot better.
Seems very composed, yeah. Electing to use the stool, whereas Darnell is up on his feet. But like I said earlier, you can't read too much in the body language all the time. Nick seems very calm.
I'd like to see Nick stay orthodox in this next round and maybe not switch stance so much. He seems to be a little more better when he is there, and just try to time better shots. His shots have a lot of power, and he's able to slip them through. If he could just figure out a little more of those, I think his timing would come into place. As for Darnell, I kind of stick to the same game plan. The leg kicks, the body kicks, kind of have him, drop his hands and then go for those big headshots. That was really nice by Darnell in that first round. Again, Darnell in the blue, Nick Walls, red.
Good double jab. So now he's feinting that jab a little bit more. He's being a little more subtle in the early parts of this round. he's exploding with every shot that he's throwing, too. He's throwing really hard. Now, I do trust that he's going to have some cardio. Good straight right.
Darnell's eyes, they just focus in. They're kind of everywhere, and I like it. You can tell he's really reading every little thing that Nick does.
Yeah, he's got good vision. He switched to southpaw himself there and landed a really good straight left.
Yeah.
He's doing a good job of ending these combinations with leg kicks. Solid spinning back kick attempt there.
Darnell landing on the left side of Nick.
Ooh. Nick's doing a really good job beating up that lead leg.
Yeah. Also doing a good job at checking the low kicks as well.
Yeah. In between rounds, you had said about stiff jab from Nick Walls. You know, he's got that lead hand a little low.
And he lands the jab well. It's not even that I'm worried about him landing. It's more so the defense as he comes in here with a couple right hooks and goes for the single leg.
Excellent job switching up the game plan, even though we had him awfully hurt.
And credit to Darnell for being able to defend that.
Yeah. Yep, a little bit of blood here coming from the nose, but still seems composed. He didn't lose his legs.
Looks like he might have got cut above the left eye as
well. That was a big left hook.
Big shot landed by Nick Walls, and Darnell is out, and Nick Walls wins his pro debut.
That was an excellent performance from Nick Walls. I was curious if you had the confidence to stand with a guy like Darnell, and by gosh, he did it. I mean, he looked composed from both stances. He was popping the jab from odd angles, slipped it through the guard of Darnell, and it set up some power shots to end the night for him.
Yeah, it was only a matter of time until that power right hand landed on Darnell. You saw him start to bleed on that side, and Nick was able to find that shot. Very good win for your pro debut here in the flats.
Yeah, to fight a guy with 6 fights and to beat him in, you know, the area that most would have thought, you know, Darnell would have an advantage. That is a very big first win.
Over to Jake Digman.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Chad Trunkovich calls a stop to the action at 1 minute 46 seconds of the second round. Declaring your winner by TKO, Nick Jaws Wall! Ladies and gentlemen, I am standing by with a victorious Nick Jaws Walls. My friend, you and I have done this a lot of times together, but this is the first time ever as a professional for you. How does it feel to kick off your professional career in grand style?
About as good as I can feel in my life right now, man. Everything led up to this moment. God puts us in the right place at the right time, every time, like it or not.
Well, you are a class act in the sport of mixed martial arts. You had a stellar amateur career, and I myself and everybody here, we are looking forward to seeing what happens for you. The sky's the limit for you as a professional, Nick. Is there anybody out there that you would like to thank?
And that's till the wheels fall off. I'm 30. I'm going to fight till I'm 45 if I can. And I'd like to thank Fox Keith Dem, my Fox Keith Shop, I'd like to thank Gorilla Sportswear always for helping me out. Fair Sporting Cafe and Bar, bartending every Saturday night. And then Daddy C, welcome. That's the last one at Barbara. And from now until the end of my days, every fight I fight is dedicated to my grandfather. That's all I got.
Amen to that. I'm going to come down and see you at the corner. I've had some great times there, my friend. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the victorious Nick Jaws Walls!
Fucked up his shirt. He's pissed. Oh, he got blood all over his shirt now. Oh, Jake is not happy.
Sorry, Jake.